Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to the next video on this YouTube channel. Welcome from Barcelona, in the beautiful city in Spain. I'm enjoying the sun, I'm enjoying the coffee, and today I'm going to talk about your body and why it's important to get into shape in your 20s. So first of all, before we start, thanks for clicking on the video. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm going to share with you my experience that I gained. I'm 26 and I gained a lot of experience, made a lot of mistakes, and I want to share that with you. And one of the mistakes that I didn't do, but a lot of my friends did, is not getting into shape in their 20s. So right now, obviously, well, like I said, I'm 26. I got friends that are like 27, 28, and they are like entrepreneurs or working at tech jobs, big companies. And the problem that I saw with them is they have like a girlfriend, they have like a girlfriend and they have a business and they have a job and they have to do this thing and that project. And I'm saying like, do you, and I mean, obviously I see that they don't work out, and they are like either skinny or like a little bit fat. Most of them are like this skinny fat. And I'm telling them, you have to put now the work and the time to get into shape, because it's always very demanding to build something up, right? It's very demanding. If you start a business, it's very demanding to start a business, but it's easier to maintain a business. So this is also the reason why it's easier to working in a job than creating your own business and your own I don't know, like product. It's always so demanding to create a product or a business or an online business or a YouTube channel, very demanding. Afterwards, like after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when you make it, when you crush your competition, when you don't give up, you can actually get a lot of rewards, and then it's easier to maintain that. And it's the same with your body. It's actually very hard, and I'm not in the best perfect shape of my life, but I would say in general in a good shape, like I'm feeling confident and I'm not feeling like ashamed to like to sit like this and present myself, and today I'm going to give you like a quick tip, or like an advice for you if you may be 21 and 22 and you're not in shape, or like 18, 19. I promise you one thing: when you become 25, it's the first time in your life you get like a little bit of pressure. People will start ask you, hey, what is about your girlfriend? Like it's the first time you really compare yourself to others. And even though if you don't do, even if you think I'm not comparing myself, I promise you everybody compares to themselves, and when you're 25, it's like you're comparing the first time with yourself, and you compare everything. And most of the time you compare your career, and you will see that there is a lot of people there, they are like talking about their careers, they landed a tech job that is so good paying and stuff like that, and they got an apartment and vacation here and vacation there, and they have a new car and stuff like that. And this actually gives you like pressure, and people just forget that having also a good body is something that should be prioritized in your 20s, but it's actually not, so like a lot of people with 25 have like they either went into the gym and had a great body or they don't, and to be honest with you, a lot of people also don't have the motivation to get into the gym, because they're comfortable. They have like a girlfriend, and they are why should I go to the gym, and I didn't do it for so many years and stuff. And they don't even want to do it, and then there were like a lot of things that can happen. A story from a friend of mine that is also engineer, was an engineer at BMW. There was a guy that was 31 or something like that, and his girlfriend broke up with him or something like that. He basically ended the relationship. He got into shape after 2 months, so, or 3 months or something he changed extremely. So there is always like, there has to be like some kind of pain, but hopefully for you, you don't have like this kind of pain, and you're watching this video and you decide today that, what, I want to get into shape. Because this is the reason why it's easier to get into shape in your 20s. It's easier, or like in your 20 till 25, because you have less responsibilities. You don't have a girlfriend most of the time. You don't have a flat that you have to pay for. You don't have to buy furniture and stuff like that. You know, there is like a lot of things that will come to you when you are like 26, 27. You met a girl and you want to move in together, and then you have to buy the furniture, you have to buy the kitchen, and it's expensive, you know. And then you have to like spend 2 months or like 1 month buying furniture and planning everything, planning the flat and stuff like that. And this just takes time, a lot of time, you know. And then you get comfortable, and then you have a beautiful girl at home, and you eating, and you don't have like this this urgency, you know, to get into shape. So yeah, if you're watching this video, try to manipulate yourself into that urgency, you know, of getting into shape, because it won't get easier when you're 30 or like 25 to 30, because you here in that time, in that phase of your time, in the second phase of your 20s, you have even more responsibilities than in your first phase, you know, in your time. And just a quick tip that I had from me to you is, if you have this mindset of like sports is like it's like a little bit waste of time, I completely get it, because it actually, if you have like this very result oriented mindset or money oriented mindset, then you think to yourself, 2 hours of work is like more valuable than 2 hours of gym, you know. And just think about that from a different perspective. Do the gym workout at 5 o'clock in the morning, or like at 4:30 in the morning. I promise you, at 5 o'clock when you wake up, or like 4:30 when you wake up, and you have a gym session till 7 o'clock, I promise you one thing: you don't talk to your girlfriend or your wife, you don't talk to your employees. Let's be honest, you don't work on your business, you know, you sleep at the time. So there is this time where you actually could be awake and could be productive doing sports. Then otherwise, if you don't go to the gym and you wake up at 5 in the morning, let's be honest, everybody's sleeping, your suppliers are sleeping, like it's not, your employees are sleeping, you know, like it's not very effective to work at that time if you have an entrepreneur, if you have a business. But it's the most effective thing to go and have a workout. So keep that in mind. If you have this mindset of, yeah, sports doesn't pay me anything, you know, and yeah, it's healthy, man, you most probably don't even appreciate your health, you know. So this is the reason why you don't have like this urgency, you know, that health is actually important and stuff like that, but you feel good, you're in your 20s, so you don't prioritize that. So this is the best trick: just wake up in the morning, go to the gym, you will feel so much better, and it's done. It's done. And then you start working out, or like work on your business, or at your job, and then it's done. When you come home after like, I don't know, like 5 o'clock or something like that, or 6 o'clock, you will still have like 3 hours to you know, doing your own stuff and working on different projects, if you have any different projects. And it's much more productive than, let's say, going to the gym after your business, or going to the gym after the work, you know. It's like always, I don't know, like you come home and you can already like go sleep, you know. So go to the gym in the morning and get in shape in your 20s. See ya.